Hello everyone, my name is Jordan L. Torres and I'm the pastor here at the Fellowship Church in State College, Pennsylvania. I'd like to take a couple moments just to talk to you about the vision for our church, the culture we're trying to build here in our church, as well as our reason for existing. Now first of all, I'd like to just say that we believe that a church is primarily a family based off of a relationship with God, where we can come together and worship God, grow in our relationship with God, as well as our relationship with one another. Now we believe there's three aspects, key aspects of a church. First of all is that it's firmly rooted in the gospel, which is rooted in Scripture, the Bible, right? Second is that there's a deeply relational culture. Again, as I said, it's all about being a family. We've been redeemed by God into relationship with Him and with others. And third of all is that it's all about making disciples, which is just a Christian way of saying Christ followers. Right? Our purpose is to train people up into maturity in a relationship with God and then empower them to go out and share that relationship with others and share the gospel with others. Now, for our church, our vision statement is to love God, love others, and live out your purpose. Now, first of all, that basically means that our primary purpose, the reason God created us, was for relationship with us, right? So He created us to love Him and to love each other. Second of all, when we're saying live out your purpose, we're also saying that you matter. Each one of us matters. God has gifted each one of us with individual desires, talents, passions, and in the church collective, in the body, we need a bunch of different people, talented in different ways, passionate about the gospel, so that we can function. We can't have... In Corinthians, Paul talks about being different parts of the body, and if everyone's a hand, then we're not going to be very functional, right? So basically, with living out your purpose, we're saying you matter, and we need you, right? Now also, love God, love others, and live out your purpose is also a form of discipleship. So we love God by gathering together and worshiping Him regularly. We also love God and love others by gathering together in small groups as well. And so in those small groups, we can talk more deeply about things we're struggling with, what the sermon was about this week, more questions we might have that we can't get to in a larger group. And then as far as living out that purpose together, also we want everyone to become members of the church where they're serving in a way that matches their gifting and them as an individual. An important note in the Christian faith is that our relationship with God is both communal as well as personal, right? So God saved you as an individual and you matter, but He also saved you into a body, into a family. We see this in both communion and baptism, right? Both of those things are about us as an individual and us together as a body celebrating that together. Paul Tripp said it like this: one of the themes that courses through the New Testament is that your walk with God is designed by God to be a community project. You and I were simply not created, as we see back in Genesis 2:18, or recreated through Christ to live all by ourselves. We need to live an intentionally intrusive, Christ-centered, gospel-driven, redemptive community. It is meant to be a visible representation of the grace of Jesus. That is your hope. It is not a luxury. It is a necessity. This is what a church is meant to be. This is what we're trying to build. If you like the idea of that kind of community, of serving in a church and worshiping in a church like that, we would love to have you come and join us. I hope to see you soon. Thanks for listening.